The rise of the Godfather. In the heart of the city, where the skyline glitters with ambition and danger, Don Vincenzo Moretti stands as a king among shadows. His empire, built on power, loyalty, and fear, stretches across the underworld like a spider's web. From the opulent halls of his mansion to the dimly lit streets where deals are made in whispers, Don Vincenzo commands respect. But every king has his rivals. Detective Marcus Kane, a cop with a haunted past and a burning desire for justice, has made it his mission to bring down the Moretti empire. As the two forces collide, the city becomes a chessboard, and every move could mean life or death. Enter Luca Russo, Don Vincenzo's right-hand man, a master of strategy and stealth, and Sophia Moretti, the Godfather's daughter, caught between her father's legacy and her own moral compass. The game is set, the players are ready, and the first move has just been made. The betrayal. Trust is a luxury no one can afford. As Detective Marcus Kane digs deeper into Don Vincenzo's empire, he uncovers a web of corruption that reaches into the heart of his own police force. Captain Holt, his superior, hides secrets that could destroy them all. Meanwhile, Officer Elena Ramirez, an undercover cop, infiltrates Don Vincenzo's inner circle, earning his trust while hiding her true mission. But when Sophia Moretti discovers Elena's secret, the fragile balance begins to crumble. Luca Russo, the shadowy enforcer, executes a daring raid on a police station, retrieving evidence that could bring the empire to its knees. And Tony Greco, the explosive wildcard, ignites chaos with his reckless violence. Betrayal lurks around every corner, and no one is safe. As alliances shift and secrets unravel, the fight for control becomes a fight for survival. The fall. The city burns as the war between the Mafia and the cops reaches its boiling point. Don Vincenzo, once untouchable, finds himself cornered as Detective Kane closes in. Sophia, desperate to save her father, makes a fateful decision that changes everything. Luca Russo, torn between loyalty and redemption, turns against Don Vincenzo, siding with the cops to bring down Tony Greco's reign of terror. Explosions light up the night as Tony goes on a rampage, leaving destruction in his wake. In a heart-pounding chase through the city's streets, Luca and Kane face off in a battle of wits and speed. And as the truth about Captain Holt's corruption is revealed, the lines between good and evil blur. The fall of the Empire is inevitable, but the cost of victory will be steep. Last stand. In the final act, the city holds its breath as Don Vincenzo makes his last stand. Surrounded by his loyal men in the crumbling remains of his mansion, he faces Detective Kane in a showdown that will decide their fates. Sophia, wounded but determined, fights to protect her father, while Elena Ramirez confronts the demons of her undercover mission. Luca Russo and Tony Greco clash in an explosive battle, their rivalry ending in a blaze of fire and fury. And as the sun rises over the city, the dust settles on a new era. Don Vincenzo's empire is no more, but his legacy lives on in Sophia, who vows to rebuild from the ashes. Detective Kane and Elena Ramirez, scarred but victorious, stand together, knowing the fight for justice never truly ends. In the end, it's not just about power or revenge, it's about the choices that define us.